Right. So thank you for joining again tonight. Thanks to everyone that have taking this serious. The encouragement is actually what I need. I see people already buying domain, ready to start practicing and all that, and that is very important. That is very important. So if you see here now, I've logged in already. Let me just log out. So you follow it step by step. To you follow it step by step on how to install your WordPress and start working immediately. So let's just go into that straight. All right. Okay. All right. So you come here, you log in, normal step, easy. Then you log in. Normally, if it's my account, it's because I'm not the one that is maintaining all this account. That's what I'm using. I prefer using Google to sign in. I sign in with Google almost all the time. But this one is not, so that's why I put it on remember password. It's not my personal. This one is for my church. And since we are using my church website as an example, I think I showed you guys yesterday now. So this is the kind of website we are building. And if you know how to build this, you can build a website for any company to display and all that. I'll show you a similar one company I build a website for like that. And what is here is even more than what's there. So there's a lot here about logo and all these. All these things are very simple. You just open page and all that. Your social media account will be linked to it. You put your logo. This live radio, I'm not sure I will show you guys that. Yeah, I will probably create another video to explain this live video. This live radio where you can have 24 hours radio for free, totally for free. You're not spending any shishi. Instead, people use many means to go online and share their and broadcast their program and all that. And one of the means is Miss error. Miss error is very common. So and Miss error you have to pay if you want to use anything like up to 1 hour and above per day. You have to pay. So but here now you don't have to pay anything. The radio is always online 24/7. You can connect and all that. So I will have to do that later. I will do the video and but there are some things I'm promising here and I will not lie to you. There are some things I'm promising here. If nobody asks me about it later, I might not do anything on it. But if I see that there are people that are interested in it, I might. Then I will try to work on it and make video because making all those videos is actually stressful and editing is another work. Alright, so when you log in, this is what you see immediately. For people that have already done this, when you log in, this is what you see immediately. This service and domain. This is where your domain, it will show you details about your domain. This is the details about your service, which is the hosting. So the hosting now, there's something I didn't tell you yesterday, and I think that should that actually be an issue. Now, when you want to buy, sorry, when you want to buy a hosting, you should confirm if they allow cPanel. cPanel is what we are using. cPanel is what is inside the cPanel that you put your code and all that for your website to display, and that's where the file manager and other things. There's a lot of things in the cPanel. It's just like how do you put it? It's just like your phone RAM. There's a lot of things in it, a lot of apps, a lot of things you can do to make the phone function, to install your WhatsApp and all that. So this is cPanel is very important, and you understand cPanel now. I may not be able to go into full explanation of everything, but immediately you buy a domain, almost all the domain, almost of the hosting that I've shown you have cPanel. They have cPanel, and cPanel is always sometimes the interface may not be exactly the same, but when you understand this one, you understand the other one. They are the same thing. cPanel is the same thing. So when you click on the service, you will see here. I'm just showing you how to go to your cPanel now. It's inside the cPanel that you find where you install your WordPress. So now when you click on the services, you will see this. Don't click on the link. Click on the true service. Hello. You can't see my screen. Is it everyone or just him?
Just him. I can see the screen.
All
Just
right.
him alone. I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, all right.
Please come again and see panel.
Yeah. that's where we are going. That's where we are going. Don't worry. All right. So now, just like I've showed you before, you will come to your service here. You don't really have much to do with your domain here. I told you something about DNS yesterday, DNS management. That if you want to do anything with your DNS, that's when you come to domain here. But for now, you don't really need to come to the domain. So for what we want to install now, for the WordPress to be installed and to start working, you come to your services, click on the services. When you click on the services, you click on this true old service, true old silver service. Are you sorry? Why am I even doing something else? True old silver hosting. All right, true old silver hosting, and you click on it, and it will take you to where we are going. Okay, so you can, as you can see, all these are like, how do I put it? These are like shortcut to some things under the cPanel. These are like shortcuts. You see, I talk about file manager. This is the file manager. Now, if you check the file manager now, you see that there's nothing much in it. There's nothing much in it. Yeah, because you don't. Okay, there's something in it. Sorry, I'm using. Sorry, I'm using a hosting that I'll put something in it. I'm using a domain and hosting that I've already put something in it. So, but what we are going to be using to create this website is a subdomain. But I will have to explain that later. All right, let me just show you the file manager. This is file manager under the cPanel now. The loading is slow. I hope we don't have network issues today so that everything will be fast. Now, you see this public HTML. This is where your website will be. This is where your website will be. This is where you put information on all your website. If you are a coder and you want to upload your stuff will be like a file manager like this. Sorry, it will be like a file on your phone. Let me show you my own. Okay, this is my former website here. This is my former website here. If I copy all these things like this now, if I copy them and go and install and put them on this file manager, sorry, and go and put them on this file manager here, inside this public HTML, if I paste them the right way I'm supposed to paste them here, inside this public HTML, my website will start showing. My website will start showing when it's connected to the domain, it will start showing. So I don't want to go too much into that. But when you click on this public HTML, you will see this WP, which is WordPress admin, WordPress content, WordPress, all these things. So these are the things that are making your website to show live. You see this index PHP, this is index HTML. If this code is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, this is very important because we are using PHP. You see this thing here. Don't touch it. Don't ever touch it. Don't ever come there and touch it. It's very important. I'm trying to show you something now. You see how this code here, you see how small as it is here. Let me go to my church website. You can see my church website here. You can see it's showing. You see this thing as small as it is. If I copied it, if I just remove one code there, one letter, you see I've removed it too. If I come here and try my website, there will be problem. My website is not showing again. It will never show. It will never work again. You see, as small as the code, that's not the only code that make all the website, but that one, if you touch it, the website will not be live again. If I copy the code back and save it again, my website is live. Okay, my website will be live again. If I copy it and do it again, my website will come back to live. So don't touch this. If you don't know what you are doing, don't come to public HTML except you get explanation, you know what you are doing. There are things that if you touch here in the file manager, it will affect your website. It will affect it, a lot of things. It can make it slow. You don't know what you might have touched. So don't come here. So back to where to cPanel. No, now the file manager is also the cPanel under this cPanel, but they are just giving you easy access. That's why all these things are showing you. So we are going to the main cPanel now. All right. For everyone that is just joining, I said I apologize for starting late tonight. I just have some things to settle. That's why. So these are our C panel. This is what the C panel look like. It may not look exactly like this in some other hosting, but it is similar. It is easy to understand. It's you can understand this, you understand any other one. So now I told you about unlimited email. When you come here, this is where you start creating all those emails that you want to create. You are not starting doing that now. This is the file manager that we already saw there. And all these things have meaning. There's a lot you can do on all these things. There's a lot you can do on all these things. Later, sooner or later, you need to understand zone editor, all these things. Domains. If you want to create subdomain, this is where you come and all that. If you okay, I've closed the C. Okay, I've closed it. I already created subdomain. That will be. I'm going to show you that. That will be another. Maybe I'll make another video for that. But you don't really need that now. So now to install WordPress, this is where you are coming. Now because this thing wasn't like this, it wasn't like this before. They upgraded this file manager, and that's why it's showing like this because they put more attention on WordPress. They notice that more of the customers are using WordPress. You see now they give you a space for WordPress here. All right. So normally you can come here. You just come here. You are meant to come here. Wait. You can also install the WordPress here. You can see. But this is best place to. This is just for fast setup and all that. But you don't use this. I will advise you not to use this. Always come here. You can come down here. Come down here to WordPress Manager, or you can use this. It's the same thing. So it's going to open now, and we will start work. Yeah,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
Hello, sir. Please, sorry, sir. I'm lost from after you entered this panel.
Okay. All right. After I enter cPanel, it's not.
Yes.
Okay. After I enter cPanel, all right. All right. Let's go back quickly. I'm sorry, you. Okay. Let's go back quickly.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me just go back to okay. After from here, right? This is
Yes,
cPanel.
sir.
All right. So when you enter cPanel, you just come down to WordPress Manager. It's already here. You can use here. You can come down to software here. Under software, you can use here. Just enter WordPress Manager. And from WordPress Manager now, you will not be seeing anything like this because you are doing your own for the first time. There's nothing there. It's because I already have a website here. So now you install. What you do is install. You install a WordPress website. You install the CMS now. So now from here, I said you should delete this WP. Delete this WP. And don't edit anything here. This is the latest version of WordPress. Don't change this to anything. Let it be HTTPS. Then because I'm not normally you are going to leave this because it's your domain that will show there automatically, but me I created a subdomain that I want to use for the purpose of this training. Then you come here and click the subdomain, but you are not clicking any subdomain because now this website name, the website name is the name that is shown in here. Is the name that is shown in here. So it's very important what you choose. It should be the name of your company or any organization that you are using. So here I use RCCG. Yeah. So for the purpose of this training, I will just use church website because that was for. So I use church website. Now this description too is very important for Google search. You see, when people search for your website on Google, there's this preview that we get details and all that and all that. All this site description is part of some stuff that shows sometimes or things that are in your own page. So site description could be what will be showing on your Google. So it's better you. Okay. So write what your company is about. Look for a description for your company. This is a website. This is sorry. This is our church official website. Official website. All right. Uh, okay. What next? What next? Okay. Just come to admin username. You can choose any name for admin, but make sure it's something you always remember. It may is either when you want to log in, is either you use your admin username or your admin email. That's the two options you have for logging in, and it's actually the name that will be showing on the admin. How do I put it? On okay, if there's a comment section now on the website or the admin this admin address now, this admin email now, the name here will be what will be showing in the email. The name here will be what will be showing. So the admin, you should choose the name carefully. You can still use the church name. You can say RCCG. You can use whatever name you want to use, RCCG or yours. Use whatever name you want to use. Let me use my name, Bezela, Bezela, BZ Bezela. I hope there's no error. Okay. Password. You can choose any password you want. Just choose password. It will tell you if the password is strong enough or not. Let me just use Bezela. I'm just showing this you need this password because I will delete the site when I'm done. So alright, Bezela at 1235. 1235. I think this is strong enough. And the admin email, you can leave it like this. Though we have not created the admin email yet, but normally it will assume that this is what it should be. But I will show you how to open admin email later. So just leave all these things. All these things are plugin. I will show you how to install this plugin. Just leave all these things. Don't tick anything because you don't really need them. Except for you may need maybe this file manager, but you don't need this. I already show you how to access your file manager from your hosting, so you don't need accessing your file manager from your WordPress because it's advisable. Minimize the kind of how many plugins you use for your WordPress website. It can affect the speed, so know how to minimize it. Don't use all these. I've tried everything. They are not we have better plugins than them, so don't use any of these things. Don't tick them. Just read it and enter. You may not enter anything here. You may decide to enter anything. You may enter your email. You can enter your email, yeah. And install. After everything, you don't need to do any other thing. You just install. Okay. I don't want to be too fast so that everybody will understand. So that's why I'm taking it step by step. I'm not really a teacher. This is my first time I'm really doing something like this. So I hope you love my style. All right. So our website, our WordPress website is installed already. Like,
Sir, my website did not create.
is that?
My website did not create. It's showing the following errors were found.
Okay.
Installation cannot proceed because the following files already exist in the project.
Okay. You are doing live right now. Abi?
Yes.
Okay. The problem is now that will be an issue now because you will be dragging down this lecture if I start attending to you. But do you
Okay.
see any clear error or something like this? There's an option there that you should clear the error or something like that.
No, I can't see it here. No.
And there's no way for you to share my screen. Okay, let's just go. Let's just keep going. I will chat me immediately after this lecture. I will show you how to do that.
Okay.
There's an error in your file manager that needs to be deleted, and you can delete it there. If you look at all the options there, there will be something that it says that you should clear one error, and when you clear that error, you'll be able to and try to install it again. You should be able to install it. All right. Okay. So now our WordPress website is installed already, and you see this administrative URL is what you use to log into your back end. This is your website. This is your website. This is your website domain, and as you can see, this is what is showing there. Automatically, when you see it's showing already, Automatically, when you install WordPress will have a sample of template that they will install for you automatically. As you can see, you see design with WordPress. So now immediately we install WordPress, all this is showing, all this is doing. So now you need to log into the backend of. Now you don't have anything, you don't really need anything from your cPanel again right now. So what you need to automatically now, if you go to your file manager, this is there already. You see, if I don't want to waste time with it. Automatically, all those code will already be there. So I don't want to waste time with that. Sorry. Okay, I don't want to waste time with that. And I wish this guy that is following could follow. Sorry, but you have to watch the video again. Just
I've
talking of,
gotten it, sir.
you've gotten
It
it
has
there.
shown.
That was nice. All right. So now you are good to go. Now you see, the reason why I asked you to delete that WP is because if you didn't delete the WP, to make it to your backend, you will always need to type in this WP. But now you don't need to. You let me say training. Let me just copy that thing. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Copy link. Okay. Oh, more. All right. Let's do it this way. Now, one thing about one thing about this, what do they call it? One thing about logging in from your cPanel is that it won't ask for your password. If you try logging in from your cPanel direct now, it will never ask you for your password. But imagine I try to log in from outside, just like maybe someone is trying to hack your website. You try to log in from outside now. Oh, I closed this browser already. Okay, let me create. Okay, so you don't always need to log into your cPanel access before you access your website backend, because it's the backend you'll be doing from your backend you'll be doing all the work. So for example, now you want to log in to your website backend from another platform, not coming in from your cPanel. Now this is your URL, right? At the back of your URL, you just type admin. Now click admin, enter. It will ask you to log in, as you can see. So you will, okay, I think I already see, okay, this is not the right, one. Okay. So what was the username I used then, sir? Okay, BZBZ, yeah, and password. So what was it? Okay, BZ, I don't think I use any capital letter at 1235. Okay. All right. Don't go and think that's my normal password. My password hard gone. What you think of? I don't use visual for my password. I lie. All right, so so you can see you are logged in already from here. It's just the network that is slow. You can see your dashboard has already opened from here. So we are logged in already. So now you are good to go to start your design. Um, all right, to start now. This is what we show. This is what we show after the login. This is what we show. So immediately you are logged in. This is your backend. This is your backend. And there are some setup you need to do before you start anything here. There are some setup, because if you don't do those setup, it will affect your website later. So all those setup. Me now, I learned something from some people that I learned this from, to always clean my. I like clean all these things. I just history. I like to clean my dashboard. So untick, 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 untick. Yeah, and dashboard is tick. All right, so that's not important though. It's just something I love doing. All right, so now one of the things you should do first when you come to your WordPress dashboard, when you get to the backend, is come to readings. Come to readings. I may not be, I may not be able to explain the reason why you have to do all these things, but they are important. Just You do that later. Why is my network slow? I'm gonna do there. Now, okay. Okay, you don't actually need this yet. Don't worry. All right, you don't actually need this yet. This is okay the way it is. Is when we create some home page and all that. That's when you'll be needing this. And when we get there, you know. But just come to settings here. Come here. Everything is in internet. Okay. HTTPS. So if this is writing HTTP, know that your network is not secure. Know that your site is not secure yet. So if it's still showing HTTP, it's not secure yet. So I think all this is okay. If it's a website, the kind of website you want to build is the kind of website that you want people to register and log in and do stuff, that there will be subscribers. You can tick that this that anyone can register. And that's that. Every other thing is correct. You can leave it. Then you come to writing. Um, you come to writing. Okay, this is okay the way it is. Everything here is linked out the way it should be now. So reading, okay. Discussion, we go to pre-link to, okay. I think there's nothing for us here in discussion. This is data. All this, you can just go through all these things. Anyone can post comments. Anyone, if you know the kind of website you want to build already, you can adjust all these settings. But the most important one right now is the pre-link. The pre-link is how your website, if you don't adjust this pre-link, it can actually affect you later. How you, but always choose this one, post name, choose this post name, choose it, and when you choose that, then you are good to go. If you look at all these examples, you know one of the reasons why you should choose this. So it will be easy for people to access your website by typing things out themselves. If you check my website now, if you check my, okay, let me see. If you want to go to the training of my website now, training from my website, like this. Sorry. Now, bzbzl.com is my website, right? bzbzl.com is my website, right? I can just write slash training. If you want to go, if the person coming just want to go to the training session direct, slash training now, and it will take them to our training session straight. As you can see, it's not giving any error. So that you can see it's training session straight. So that's one of the reasons why you have to set these things to what people can understand. All right, so choose post name and save. So when you are done with that, I think you've done the important settings. And the another thing you should do is that there are sometimes you can find demo stuff in this media. Demo stuff in this media is better when anytime you want to start your WordPress, keep everything clean. Try to keep everything clean. Delete all these things that are already there. Keep everything clean. My website is slow and our network. I had to do another sub on MTN because Airtel was giving an issue here. And I just kept praying that call doesn't come in because I'm using my phone to connect now. My Wi-Fi is Airtel. Okay. So there's no picture here. You are good. You are good for that. Pages. These pages. I think you don't need these sample pages. Immediately you log in, you can delete all these privacy pages and all that. Just delete them. I will show you how to create your own privacy policy data, but you may not need that for a church website. Privacy policy, you may not need it. Keep it clean. Go to post. Hello world. Keep it clean. Delete it so that you can have a good. All right. So the next thing you'll be doing now is some plugin that came with this that we need to clear. I like to clear them. You see all these things you don't need them. Clear these plugins. Clear this plugin. Okay, we have like 5 minutes left. All right, clear this plugin. Clear all these plugins. Clear them. Clear them. Delete all of them. Make they know they clash. You don't need all this one.